Good morning. We got another great episode of the Santee Cooper Sportsman for you this morning. This morning we're on the lower end of Lake Moultrie, the lower lake of the Santee Cooper Lakes. We're in this Rediversion canal, and we're going to be catching some really, really big panfish with my buddies, Steve Drummond of 301 Taxidermy and his son Cole. They call him Cole. He's such a good fisherman. Now Cole, every time we go you catch more fish than I do. Don't be doing that today now. Well, maybe look, you'll try that? All right, y'all stay tuned. All right, that didn't take long, boys. Ooh, feels like a pretty nice one. What we're doing, oh yeah, that's a good one to start out with, good old copperhead brim. What we're doing is we're just fishing a double rig. We got our lead on the bottom. We're fishing two crickets, and we're throwing it up against this bank and just walking it down that bank. And boy, I tell you what, he thumped it. We'll take him. Fellas, we gonna keep some of these and eat them tonight, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh,
he got it going on.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, Cole Drummond.
Darn, looks like a good one too, isn't it, Cole?
Clean,
Look at that cat.
Catfish.
Throw him in there too. Good little channel cat. Yes, sir. Here you go, Cole, if you need these. There's you some hookouts right there, buddy. Nice fish, Cole. Cole, you don't eat fish, do you?
Yeah, but I'll get that one.
I'm just kidding.
So you don't, that way you don't get thorn.
Yeah. Well, that's the size that'll hurt you
folks,
right there.
You know, on these small catfish, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They will put something on you.
Yes, sir.
See how I come up under the door there, Kevin?
Now the big ones are kind of, their fins are dull, aren't they, Steve?
There's two hooks.
But those little ones like that.
Right here will hurt you though.
Yes, sir, they will.
Cole got two hooks here too.
Bad. Make you cry.
You got a mess. Set that in the rod hole and grab my rod and start fishing.
Not unless it's mullet swimming against the line. There he is. Ooh, this is a good one. Had to let it sit there for a second. He just barely biting at it. Oh yeah. Pretty good one. Keeper. Good eating size. Got the cricket though.
Well, when you find them, are they going to be on a bed, Kevin, you think?
You got one. Got it. Fish on. Yeah. Steve the Legend Drummond with a fish on. Nice. That's the size I like to eat. Do you, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of medium ones? Medium to small ones? Yep. Golly, y'all, look at the mullet in here. Boy, you could come down here with your cast net and get some good catfish bait right there. There's another really good catfish bait in Santee Cooper. Wonder why they're all in here like that. Fuck said on Cole, boy. Now he was kind of up on the ledge, wasn't he, Cole? Okay. Most everything we're catching this morning is way down in 10 feet of water by the boat.
That's a redbreast, huh?
That is redbreast.
Look at that. Our cameraman's so good, he threw the line out and caught, handed me the rod, and there was a fish on the rod already. Good job, John. Now we'll throw those that size back, y'all. What you think? Because we're gonna catch plenty of big ones. Steve's got one. No, Steve's got one too. Double. Double.
That's a copperhead, dude.
Oh yeah. Bit on the top hook. That's the first one. That's a fatty.
Right on the bank on that one.
Down here, Berkeley County, when they get real big, which this one's not extremely big, but when they get bigger than this, they get a real defined copper stripe across their forward. We call them copperhead brim here in Berkeley County, Santee Cooper country. All right, we're gonna keep him to eat.
I was out a little bit farther too.
A little bit farther out, Steve?
That was out from the bank.
Okay. Oh yeah, pretty one.
That still ain't a big brim like I want to see.
It's all right.
But we'll fry them up for lunch.
Thank you. All right. We got to go find some big ones, y'all. Steve, is it another small one? I can't believe we're all of a sudden catching all these. Oh, that's a little government brim. Y'all, let's make a move and see if we can't find some larger specimens. What do you think, Steve-O? Let's make a move, man. Come on. We got them right here, boys. We on a real good straight drop off right here. It's a real big one, though. Oh, go. Come on, fish. There you got him. Ooh, that one. That one tried to jerk it out of your hand, didn't he, Steve? Oh, that's a pretty one. Ooh, boy. That's pretty. Gorgeous, simply gorgeous.
He sucked it all the way down.
Now, when he thumped it, didn't he, Steve-O?
Yep.
Got him. Come on, boy. Be a big one now. Well, he ain't too bad. Come on, son. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kevin's the only one catching
Getting better.
Brim, ain't it, Cole?
We've been catching a slew of little ones, but every now and then we get one like this big enough to keep. But what's funny is for 3 weeks we've been catching grown ones down here. We just hadn't found those big giant copperheads yet, but we will. We will. I got Steve the Legend Drummond from 301 Taxidermy. I know we'll catch the big ones. We always do. Cole. Oh man, that's a pretty copperhead there.
Golly,
They're getting bigger, they're getting bigger. They're getting bigger. Hold him up for the folks at home there, Cole. Good Lord, that's gorgeous. Yes, sir. Look at that, that's pretty.
That's
Now, Cole, ooh, that's a pretty copperhead. Cole, tell everybody what you just tried. You just said you were going to try a new method. Tell them what you did.
Throw it deep and let it drag.
So you threw out to the middle and you were just letting it drag. All right, hey.
Wasn't working on the bank.
Here, I'll put him in the cooler for you. Sometimes you do what you got to do, right, Cole? Watch that rod for me while I put him in the cooler. Look at that.
Let me get a picture of that. You stand there with Mr. Kevin now, buddy.
That's one of the bigger ones we've caught so far, isn't it? Well, you rascal. You rascal. There he is. Not bad. Not bad. Come here, Cole. Daddy wants to take a picture. Got him? Okay.
All right, Cole, you're on to something there, buddy. That was in the middle.
Yeah. All right, so what we're doing, we're duplicating what Cole just did. I mean, we're not doing all that good casting on this point. So Cole He just told us, he said, I'm gonna try something different. He just threw it out there and we're just dragging it with the wind on the bottom. Coles wasn't out there 15 seconds and he had one, so let's see what that'll do. Oh! Son of a gun! Dang! The hook pulled out of his mouth? Yep. Oh no, after all that. If it's a big one, tell John now. Oh boy.
Kevin's been keeping something like that.
You did good to catch him. What now? We came back to our first spot, and there are the fishes. Not a big giant, but still a fish indeed.
Oh,
Stay still.
help her.
Stay still. I'm gonna throw you back in the water. All right. Little brums, brim, bluegill. All right.
He ain't got much.
John.
He must
Hey,
have me
Steve.
hung on a rock.
Are you gonna mount that one at 301 taxidermy?
If you
I got
don't
one
keep
too.
him
I got
in
one
eating-
too. This might be one for you to mount here,
Kevin,
Steve.
What-
You know,
what
I
was
don't mess with those little minnows like you, Bo.
Kevin, what's the place we just rode by?
Do what?
The place we rode by that we said we needed to fish because of the rock.
Oh, this is the kill zone.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where you wanted to fish, wasn't it? Okay. So now you're gonna take credit for these two catches, aren't you?
Look at that. Cole got one too.
Cole's got one too. Man, we hit a little flurry here. I'm gonna throw mine back.
And Bream are here too.
Since we're trying to locate schools of fish, we're just using a basic fish finder rig. We've tied a couple hooks. Steve's got another one. We tied a couple of hooks up our line with a polymer knot, pretty much a drop shot rig, except you leave a long tag where you can tie another drop shot rig, and then we're just tying a little 1/4 ounce weight at the end, so your lead's on the bottom, and you got a couple of hooks, and we're putting crickets on each hook, and you can, while that lead's on the bottom, you can just shake that thing, and it'll attract them. But that's all we're doing. But it's a good rig for finding fish. We find a big concentration of fish, why we'll just throw the anchor out and throw beetle spins or corks, you know. But as far as finding fish goes, it's hard to beat that rig right there. I don't know how big he is, but he's mad. Oh yeah, that's a keeper. Boy, that's a fat rascal, isn't it? Yeah, look how fat that little rascal is. All right, that's gonna go good with some grits right there.
You ain't gonna cook grits too, are you?
Oh yeah.
Golly day.
You don't like fish and grits, do you, Steve?
Oh, I love fishing grits.
Look at the smile on his face.
Listen, man, break that stuff up in there and
Yeah.
flop it around.
Yeah. Then what do you do with it?
That's what they say. Don't get none on your forehead because your tongue will lick your brains out. That's what I used to say about my pork sausage.
What's that?
When I made pork sausage at the deer bill,
Yeah.
don't get none on your forehead.
What all do you make, Steve?
We make cube steak, sausage, summer sausage, snack sticks, bologna, jerky, cheese and pepper summer sausage, meatloaf. regular
Good
hamburger.
gracious. Well, what do you do with those old wild hogs? Are they?
Wild hog.
Can you make them edible?
The wild hog's probably the best part. They a lot better than deer sausage.
Get out of here.
You get you a good sow or a gilt, you can't beat the sausage out of them. Or barbecue. You get that barbecue and put it in a crock pot.
Yeah.
Break it down real good. Cook it overnight.
Really? Would you give us your recipe?
Yeah, that's a sow now. Don't cook no bull hog.
Right. There's no way you can cook him, is there?
Well, some people cook it.
Really?
I don't cook it.
Oh yeah. Oh, he ain't ready to give up. Not ready to give up. Mr. Tony, let me see what you guys have done today.
All right.
Wow, that's impressive right there. Some pretty blue brim. The way these fish get in here, these fish were in the Santee Cooper Lakes up until not long ago. They, in the springtime, when we have an excessive amount of rainfall around the lake area there, Santee Cooper, you know, which is a huge watershed, Santee Cooper is. We get water from Charlotte, North Carolina, all the way over to Greenville, Spartanburg, South Carolina, in the mountains, and everything in between. But when we have a real excessive amount of rainfall in the spring, Santee Cooper Power Authority, they have to open the spill gates in the upper lake, Lake Marion, and when they do, thousands of fish go through those gates, and they get in this Rediversion canal here. So anytime they open those floodgates and spill a lot of water into this Rediversion, the next couple of months after that is great fishing. That's the way this place gets stocked. But it's pretty little fish. Fellas, that was fun. We caught some small ones, we caught some mediums, and we caught some pretty big ones too. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
That's a lot of people fishing, wasn't it?
You ain't kidding. We saw a lot of people caught a lot of fish too, you know it?
You can tell they don't like the heat though.
How's that?
They're all coming out with us.
It is getting hot out here. Steve, I enjoyed it, buddy.
Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Cole, cold. Y'all watch us again next week on the Santee Cooper Sportsman TV. See you next time.